of the night tube is going to be as diverse as the people that live in London.
I delivered a baby today. Yeah.
What sort of characters don't you see? It's London city centre.
Back over here.
I go to sleep and I still hear sirens, I hear fights, I hear drunk people.
What we need is night tube music on all trains.
Everyone's drunk, except other people like me finishing a night shift.
With that amount of people using the tube, you're going to have incidents.
They seem to be covering up, so she's obviously might be going into shock.
Is everybody going to any parties today or not?
Need a slurp of me pink gin.
Hour till my train comes. Good enough reason for me to have a little nap before I get my train.
I did say to my friend, I said, not all train drivers are old and fat and whatever else.
Yeah,
so.
thank you.
You're not old and fat.
Yeah,
You're very handsome.
I turned 31 today, yeah?
What, today?
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
I turned
I didn't know you
31
said today. Oh,
Yeah,
happy
19th
birthday.
August, the day this goes live, is the day I turned 31. Yeah. Nice birthday present, and I will come in and work.
I would have got you something if I knew, sorry.
I don't worry.
I'm quite excited, actually. I think it'll be
Yeah,
quite
I'm
good.
excited. I mean, we.
I think, yeah, we're all prepared, we know what we're doing, so... Yeah.
It'll be a good night. I mean, I know there's just like us, there will be a lot of people, members of the public, excited as well.
Yeah.
So, see how it goes. You know what? Up until about 2, 3 o'clock, you'll have all the clubbers kind of and they're all gonna be, you know, a little bit drunk and they'll be happy and they'll be like in a party mood. So you'll
Might
get a
get
few
some vomit
people.
on your train.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. If the train rocks hard enough, yeah, you probably will get a lot of vomit. But then in the morning, we just get all the morning commuters. Doctors, nurses and
All the
cleaners.
stop outs. They're doing their walk of shame back home.
Yeah, them ones as well. Well, we won't mention them. We get to see the people of London and a lot of tourists, but we don't get to see any of the sights or anything. We'll be in the tunnel most of the night.
I personally think the station staff might have it a little bit more difficult than us because I've come from station side. I've had a couple of drunks that were unaware that they were drunk and unaware that they had like massive head injuries and stuff like that. But they were really positive and they just had a great night and they just didn't know that they were injured.
You gotta have patience, you know, because somebody could have had a rough night and he's probably just seen you and thought, oh, you know what, I can take it out on him.
Tomorrow I'm working again, and I'm doing a 12-hour shift tomorrow. So I'll get home tonight by 1:30. I'll go to bed and I'll get up tomorrow and I've got to be at work for 8.
What are you drinking?
I'm drinking coffee.
You like vodka?
No vodka. I've been at work. I delivered a baby today. Yeah. A little baby girl. Yeah.
We have to celebrate your shift.
Celebrate my shift, yeah. Cheers.
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 In the middle of the pack over here.
People aren't suspecting, you know, a magician to whip out a balloon or do a card trick. And I think that it's like the element of surprise, you know, they're just not expecting it. With this, nobody is expecting this kind of entertainment. And in this environment, it's just so random and it just makes it more, I think, interesting and more fun for the people traveling on the train. Okay, let me just come over here. I've brought a glass with me. Just hold on to the glass for me. Okay, now.
It's fine.
Okay. Now, if you just keep your eye on your ring, okay? No one touch it, just watch, okay? See if I can do this while the train's moving.
What the hell?
Right, watch.
Oh, no way! What the
Right, watch. Check this out. Watch. It goes into the glass like this.
Hey!
my God.
What? How do you do that?
What?
No way.
And that is your ring. Your ring. People normally let me keep the ring.
Get on in a few minutes.
Yeah, we can chill then. I didn't know that they'd turned everything around. Where are you going?
Northbound. I know.
So Bakerloo line, it isn't going 24 hours. It's only the Victoria line and Central line at the moment. So now I've got to close off all of this platform to make sure that no one gets in here, really. Yeah, can I get a liquid spillage cleaned up?
Last northbound Bakerloo approaching the platform. Should I let it go?
Yes.
Last train.
Careful. Nice and safe. Harry, I can't wait. Even now, send someone down because I've got to send down the train. Over.
Sorry, last train's just left.
Are you jumping on, guys? Last train.
Sorry, this is closed off. No, this is closed off. Where are you going?
Heaven.
Heaven.
Charing Cross, please.
The central line is that way. Pardon? Thank you. A little bit.
Does that happen often?
Sometimes. Shan't blow my own horn, but hey.
Caesar, die on the cross and rose from the dead, so that we could get to that stage of receiving God's Holy Spirit into our life. What have you done in your life? Is that what you
Yeah, I know. Thank God.
have faith in the one God today?
You won't do. Oh, she got a takeaway. She's going home. She's done for the night. Oh, it does smell good.
That'll sustain you until 2020, dear.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go, girls.
Well, I hope we can get a seat.
I would like a seat, if that is an option.
There's too many. Maybe a nice gentleman will concede you one.
Maybe, or we just scramble for the...
Oh, she's had a nosebleed.
After you.
She inside's had a nosebleed.
My number is 075. I mean, that is vomit on the floor.
Vomit on the floor.
I'm not.
There we go.
What did
Great start to the night, tube,
Who was
darling.
that? They will be ashamed.
Vomit on the floor. So we're like, oh, hello. Oh, sorry, darling.
Okay, you've just spoken to your colleague who's with the casualty.
The role of the London Underground Control Centre is that we're the middlemen between our staff on the front line and the emergency services. We tend to get quite a few ambulance requests during the traffic day, but a lot of them tend to happen at night. We're not saying you can't have a drink and travel in the underground, but have a drink, but make sure you travel safe.
With that amount of people using the tube, you're going to have incidents, whether it be public order, incident from the BTP perspective, whether it be drunks from our perspective, people falling on escalators. You're going to have a myriad of different incidents that will take place over that period, and it's just through use of it.
He's like, no. But anyway, I've got to carry on with my job. Oh, and I've lost my pen. We're looking at it as business as usual.
A call is coming from Oxford Circus Station for a female. She's sustained an injury falling down one of our escalators.
How is the lady?
We don't know how long she's fallen down. We understand that alcohol is the cause of it. She's bleeding on the left-hand side behind her ear. Our staff are putting pressure on the injury, and she appears to be very intoxicated.
They've put a collar on her.
And where is she now?
She's still at the bottom of escalator 4-5, but not on the escalator.
So they'll wait for LAS?
Yeah.
She is alive because we can see her moving, but they seem to be covering up, so she's obviously might be going into shock. As you can see, ambulance service and police are on site, and they're helping to deal with her.
It does happen a lot, but yeah, the first one for going into night tube, definitely.
buzz and atmosphere because it's the first night of the night tube.
Why, what's happening? Are you getting some attitude?
Nothing to me. It's just light-hearted banter. I'm here to see the night tube. It's sort of a bit of a historic event, first 24-hour running except for New Year's Eve and day stuff. I do all sorts of stuff like heritage trains, the A stocks and all of that kind of stuff. People who are watching this who properly know about trains will probably know what I'm on about. Everyone's got a hobby and trains are mine. But yeah, I mean, hopefully one day I'll grow up and actually get a job on them. Tube spotter, I like to call it. More into London Underground than I am into National Rail. It's a bit weird being out very late at night on London Underground. Had to convince Mum quite a lot. Got a police officer. He struck a pose. It's strange. I've been down here since the night tube started, and I'm staying here for basically at night. I'm spending the night on the tube.
It's a bit too loud to talk at the minute.
That's the problem with the central line.
Yeah.
92 stops, they're a bit screechy.
Hopefully the new trains will be able to sort it out. I'll be able to hear for once on the train.
If they get them in before 2030, they'll be on the Bakerloo and Pick first.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a shame, because they're quite decent trains. No, 72 stop.
Yeah.
Not these trains.
I'm enjoying the party globally, from one country to another, real quick. Out here.
You know, I could get the night bus, but actually, like, it's not something you necessarily want to negotiate at 3:15 in the morning when you're not entirely with it, and you're probably the only sober person on it. So, I've been doing a shift at Central London Samaritans. So I started about 10 o'clock and I finished about 3. I mean, thankfully, we've got a couple of little bedrooms in the branch, so you can normally, if you're doing a first half night watch shift, you can normally go to bed, but there is something about just being able to go home and crash in your own bed. You do just sleep differently. Actually, you do need a little bit of downtime before you go to bed normally. You know, you've been stuck in a kind of windowless room for 5 hours, and because we tend to be our busiest between about 10 p.m. and 2 a.m, when a lot of the other branches are shutting, and because night times are really, really difficult times for people, you know, once you put the phone down, you can be picking it up again straight away. So you can be pretty much consistently on calls for 5 hours, which is, you know, which is pretty intense. So you normally just need a little bit of time just to let that settle, clear your head, and then go to bed.
Is Brixton, where this train terminates.
I wouldn't go that far, honestly.
Happy Union.
Hi, all right. Unions? Do you look like a union man? Since 4:30 this morning, I've been on the tube, consistently travelling, apart from toilet breaks or the odd drink or two now and again. But I've been within the London Tube network. I started off at Hammersmith at 25 to 5, and I've done the whole Northern Line. Oh, thank you.
We have to test the fire alarm, which we'll be doing shortly.
They're doing a fire alarm now.
Test broadcast. Please do ignore it. We're just testing the fire alarm.
Thank you very much, madam. Why do it? Because nobody's done it before. Nobody's had the opportunity to do 24 hours on the tube before. So I thought, why not? High five! Even though I'm a Devonian and I've lived in Devon most of my life, I have lived in London for a couple of years in my 20s. But I still get excited. I still get that buzz about coming up to the city. I still come up here about once a month whenever I can. And I always find it exciting. I always have that excitement that runs through me still. Happy birthday to you. The smell and the waft of the air as it comes. You don't get a smell like this anywhere else, as far as I know, in the world. I can almost feel that breeze coming now that I mentioned earlier. And I guess, of course, being told to stand back.
You get excited when the tube comes?
Yes. And I shouldn't. I'm a man in his 50s. I've done this loads of times, but if you don't get excited by the underground, then you shouldn't travel on it.
At the moment, it seems to be running quite well. Holborn was a little bit busier earlier on, as was Stockwell, but it seems to be thinning out a little bit now.
Keep calm!
Out of bed at 8 a.m. Out my head by 10:30. Out with mates and dates and friends.
I can't believe at 4:30 in the morning I take the tube. My job is in night time. This is my life, this is my show, this is my job, but I love this job. It's a lot crazy people, people in drug, people drunk, and many times it's very dangerous.
Hola, ¿cómo está? What's your views on the Brexit?
It's fine, don't worry. Many times this has happened during the night. Come the people is in drug and is drunk, and come and ask you the question, ask the money, and this is a bit danger. I don't mind, to be honest.
How'd it go? It was good. Good, fun night. Got a lot of cheers and a lot of happy customers, a lot of satisfied customers. It was a good night, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this train is for Epping, those wishing to travel towards Hainault, Sugar Lights here. I'm so tired, really, really tired. But it was good fun. We're just being happy for a moment while we change driver.
You haven't opened the doors. You can put your keys back in.
I'm due to finish at 0800 hours in the morning, and if I'm lucky, I'll be home by about 9:30. It's nice to be part of it, especially on the opening weekend. That I think is an honour for me. It's a start, and as they say, from little acorns grow big oaks.